Hello， 大家好，我是宅君，欢迎回到天国降临。
There's work to be done.
Good choice. Come with me.
哇，跑的哎，不愧是有加薪哎，竟然是跑的。
We're gonna build here?
Indeed. Can we begin?
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have everything we need. We've got what we need. Let's get to work.
Oh.
这么快
I want to build.
Certainly.
That rickety old footbridge won't do. We need a proper bridge and a firm road.
Good. We've got everything. Come along with me to the site where we'll be building.
哇，开工第一抛啊，这个。接着盖，继续盖。
Trade is important, and we'll have a wagon bringing goods in, so we'll build a trader store.
Let's go to the site.
I'd like to build the rat house.
Right.
“是我的房间吗？好像是哎。
I'd like to extend my rat house.
It's impossible. Check what you need in the ledger.
要食材，缺食材。
I want to build.
Certainly.
Let's start repairing the church.
Let's go to the site.
Wow.
Could you explain something to me? How do I build houses?
First, find out how much it'll cost. Everything is written in the ledger. You can check it all there.
Sure. How do the accounts...
The most important thing is to know how much profit that's written on the very first... Whenever we erect a new building, and you'll find all the profit generated by the village.
And what if we spend more than...
Then you'll have to put the amount necessary for covering the operating costs.
I see. Probably best to have a little extra there for a rainy... How can I improve the...
The process is exactly the same. We need to have enough coin, materials, and of course, it goes without saying that there's no point in...
I can't argue, but why bother with improvements of...
Because they make it possible to produce better...
How can I get new people to come to the village?
Don't worry about that. Folk will gradually turn up of their... Each building can house a certain number of... And the more space you have for them...
What about tradesmen?
I can find you fairly competent ones. But if you can get really skilled artisans... Although it's not all that easy to get skilled people...
I see.
You could try asking the 2 Sasau armourers for a start. They're always at each other's throats, so maybe one... But don't forget to get a forge and armoury workshop set up for...
Right. I must give some thought to who... How to operate.
Those are the workers' wages.
And what if I don't have enough coin?
Then production will grind to a halt. Watch out for that. Folks soon get grouchy if they're not getting paid. The amount needed each day is recorded in the accounts ledger too. So you should keep enough in the trunk to cover...
And how do I pay the workers?
Don't concern yourself about that. I'll take care of it. As long as you...
So I could put enough money there for, say, 3 days in advance?
Indeed. Simple enough, isn't it?
All right. Thanks. I'm here at the behest of Sir Divish. I'm looking for the overseer of this quarry. Would that be you, Goodman?
Aye, that's me. What can I do for you?
Sir Divish has decided to rebuild Pribyslavitz, and he's...
Aha, so it's you.
Well, we've started with the reconstruction work, but we need more than just timber.
You need stone for the construction?
Exactly. And for repairing the church.
Well now, you're really not doing things by halves, are you? The thing is, though, we're already working flat out supplying stone for the monastery construction in Sasau. I can't cut back on their supplies.
But I really need that stone.
Well, I suppose I could try and hire a few more quarrymen to increase production, but we can't transport it. Even Sasau sends their own wagon here. Have you got someone to carry the stone?
I've got my own merchant. He'll take care of it with his hired hands.
Splendid!
The stone is for Sir Divish. It's for a village he wants to rebuild as quickly as possible. I doubt he'd take it well that the overseer of his own quarry is overcharging him for it.
Well, you have a point. I'll take that into account in the price.
That's better.
Excellent. We'll start sending the stone as soon as your merchant gets here.
I'd like to buy charcoal from you.
Of course, Henry, anything for you.
It might be more than you think.
How much charcoal could you possibly need?
5 bags. On a regular basis.
Haven't you noticed winter is over?
There's a new forge in Pribyslavitz, and I need to supply it with charcoal, seeing as how I'm the bailiff.
Bailiff, eh? Well, I never. Congratulations.
It's not a bed of roses, but thanks.
All right, but we can't let you have that amount for nothing, even if you did help us with ginger.
Don't worry, I wouldn't expect that.
How are you going to haul the charcoal?
I've got a merchant of my own. He'll come here regularly with a wagon to pick it up. You just have to load it for him.
As you wish. About the price?
Deal.
All right, we'll send the first load as soon as your wagon gets here.
Fucker, I'll punch your gob for you. You call that combat?
Really?
Bring it up. Come here, lily liver.
Have you got any grain to sell?
You want it for yourself?
No, it's not for me. It's for the villagers in Pribyslavitz. They need regular supplies.
And what have you got to do with that?
Sir Divish put me in charge.
He put you in charge of hauling grain.
No, he, oh, look, it doesn't matter. Can we buy from you?
It's all the same to me. I can let you have some of the crop. How much do you need?
Well, I'll need fodder for horses, at least 10, and wheat for the baker. He'll have to bake for the whole village.
My word. You must be a trustworthy wagoner if his lordship trusts you with a deal like that.
Yeah, that's me.
How are you going to haul it from here?
I've arranged it with a merchant who does just this kind of work.
I don't mind sending you part of our crop.
Oh, that's a reasonable price.
We'll shake on it then.
I'm trying to get livestock for Pribyslavitz. Could you help me out?
Certainly. How are the folk there getting on?
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Glad to hear it. There's a friend of mine there, Jonah. Do you know him?
Sorry, can't say I do. I don't know everyone yet.
Handy fella. Always making something. He's good at making baskets.
Sorry, I really don't.
Ah, well, it's not. You sure don't have it easy. But then again, it'll be an adventure. I was thinking about it myself. About going there too, you know. But my place is here. Well, what was it you wanted again?
I want you to supply livestock for us.
Right, of course. And who's going to take it there for you?
I've got a merchant to take care of it.
Good. I'll be expecting him. So, here's my price. I know it's a bit on the dear side, but you'll get lean, tender meat from them, fit for a bishop's table.
That's a good price. I'll buy it.
You can count on me. If you run into Jonah, give him my regards.
I will.
Take care.
I have no wish to trouble you, good man. But if you could help me...
What is it then?
It's about this. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
What?
What?
You heard? Don't try to wriggle out of it. Let's get to it.
I'm not in the habit of fighting to the death with fellows I meet by chance on the road. Tell me first what this is all about.
What's happening is I'm challenging you to a duel. You disgusting man. I spit in your face.
Eager, aren't you? Who are you, anyway?
I am Sir Oldbrum of Lossing.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Oldbrum. So, what are you after?
My mother sent me out to get some experience. She's obsessed with tales of chivalrous knights. In short, she sent me off looking for some virgin to save, and to win glory in combat. But I have to admit, I'm not very good at it.
Look, dueling's all fine and dandy, but shouldn't you start with looking for that virgin? There's lots of pretty maids around these parts. One or two might still be virgins.
That never occurred to me.
Once you've done that, you might see this dueling differently.
True. If I'm fighting for the love of my life, my courage will know no bounds.
That's not quite what I had in mind, but so be it.
Thank you for your encouraging words.
Glad to be of service, sir. I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff.
I'd like to extend my rat...
Very well. Come along with me, so they don't bot...
哦，我终于有自己的床啦！要不然你刚刚都睡板凳啊。对啊，这我的床。也有一个箱子，本来是没有这箱子。啊，有箱子就方便啦，很好。跑到左边来。
I want to build something.
Certainly.
Let's finish fixing up the...
Good.
还可以买赎罪券，不晓得可以干嘛？是不是乱打人可以被原谅的？
Well, we don't have a tavern here yet. People need to wash the dust down after a hard day's work.
It's impossible.
盖到没钱啊，没钱盖啦，剩4900啊，看来又要去搞一批大的。
This is valuable. They must have been in a hurry or they'd never have left it behind. This one won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Someone was wounded here. It looks like another person dragged him off. Maybe there'll be some tracks.
I am at your service, Sir Knight.
What happened at the crossroads?
Huh?
Listen, there's corpses lying on the road out there, a ransacked wagon, and a trail that leads right here. Now, you seem to be honest and friendly folk, not marauding cutthroats. So I prefer to believe you don't have anything to do with it. But if you don't start helping me, I might change my mind.
I don't know nothing, and I haven't seen nothing. If you want to know something about it,
Who is this Borya?
Boyar cracks the whip around here.
Thank you. What do you know about the wagon that's been ambushed at the crossroads?
I haven't a clue what you're talking about.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have any idea whose wagon it was?
I don't know. And I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you. I'm sure you've heard of the gang that burned down Neuhof.
Possibly.
And poisoned the well in Merchoyet. They're the kind of men you don't want to get on the wrong side of.
I didn't get on the wrong side of them, though. Did I? The opposite. Actually, we helped them out.
What happened?
Let's just get this straight. We didn't ambush anyone.
And what were you doing at the crossroads then?
We were just passing, and we saw the wagon. So we took the sacks.
Just the sacks? What about the trail of bloodstains leading to the camp?
I was just getting to that. We also found one wounded man. What am I saying, wounded? The fellow was hacked like a martyr in some holy picture. He begged us to hide him away.
So you have him here somewhere?
The fellow has quite a will to live. I'll give him...
Do you know who ambushed that wagon?
Not a clue.
Did he tell you anything?
He wasn't exactly talkative. His lungs are full of holes, so...
Where is he?
We've locked him away, in the shed.
I want to talk to him.
I don't know. He paid us. We're not to let anyone near him.
I don't mean to hurt him.
So be it. Here, take the key.
Thanks.
Oh,
Who are you?
Never mind that. I've come to help you.
Thank God. I thought I'd breathe my last here. Lucky for me, my guardian angel comes bursting through the door.
I'm no angel, so you'll have to answer a few questions before you get my help.
Ah, well,
Who is it you work for?
to Menhart. He's some kind of merchant who hired me for protection. But that's all I know.
And where's this Menhart disappeared off to?
No idea. I blacked out after the attack.
Who ambushed that wagon?
A knight. He's been following us for a while.
And where did he go?
I don't know.
Do you know what you were carrying?
I never asked men.
Can I see your wound?
Are you a quack?
Sort of.
yes.
Will you help me?
I can try. Tell me more about the knight.
Where's the coin?
What? What coin?
I will not repeat the question.
I don't know about any coin. I swear.
Ah!
Ooh.
Where are
Oh.
those sacks you took from the wagon?
Sacks! They're behind the shed.
That's him. That's got to be that knight.
Is that all? Did you take anything else?
Fuck! Stop! Stop right there!
Yeah.
Oh呦！
Yeah.
别想逃！这有用吗？没有用。逼车，逼车！哦，成功了！逼车成功了！哦，
Lost your wind, have you? Verrecke! Uns fort! Du Hund! Hier! Oh! Hier! Hier! Oh! Let's finish this quickly, boy. Kacke!
假动作啊！怎么样？巴纳德教我的。这老头很强哎。
Du Hund!
哦吼！ What?
Well,
Who is that diver? It seems I have finally met my match.
I want to know everything. Who you are, why you're here, and what you know about the ambushed wagon.
You may call me Ulrich. I will tell you nothing more until you give me some assurances.
Assurances? How about this? If you talk, I'll spare you.
Do you expect me to believe that? I know full well how these stories end. I have been at the other end of the sword more times than you can count.
I give you my word.
The word of a thief? Jesus. It is true what the preachers say. This world has gone quite mad.
Unlike you, I'm not a criminal.
You believe that the forging of money is an honest trade?
I've got nothing to do with that. I'm not a forger, I'm the one investigating them.
What? What are you saying?
I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla, Governor of Skalitz and Royal Hetman.
Then we have something in common. I also am here under orders from above.
From who?
Perhaps you might sheath that weapon, so that we may talk eye.
Stand up.
It is true our meeting has not begun well. But if it is the truth that you are sent by Kobyla, then we can assist each other.
What do you mean?
I found out many things, but there are still questions I cannot answer. And the last man who knew anything is now dead.
What man was that?
Maynard, the merchant from Passau. Listen, I will explain everything to you.
Oh, really?
You will introduce me to a certain person, and I will tell you everything I've learned.
Who do you mean?
Master Tobias Pfeiffer. If you truly serve Sir Radzik, then you must know him.
I think I know who you mean. What do you want him for?
I have here a written confession which tells how those forgeries are made. But I do not understand such
We'll definitely be able to make sense of it. And you'll give it to me? Just like that?
It seems I have little choice. This is the last lead I have. In the meantime, I will return to Sassau and see what I might learn there.
Shouldn't you go with me to see Pfeiffer?
No. I must remain in Sassau.
What's your name, anyway?
I told you. I am Ulrich.
Just Ulrich?
It is enough.
Because you look like a knight. They seldom have just one name.
It is true. I have a horse, armor, a sword, and a shield. But there are many ways to acquire such things these days.
So you're not a knight?
I am a trustworthy soldier in the service of a nobleman. That is all you need to know.
I'd like to know more, but I have a feeling you won't tell me.
Your feeling is correct.
Who are you working for?
I understand why you wish to know.
Very well. I shan't beat it out of you. Tell me what you know about the...
Do you know Passau?
No, what is it?
A city in Bavaria. Passau is a city of trade. All the currencies in Christendom change hands there.
I see. And that would include Prague groschen?
Some months ago, counterfeit groschen were discovered to be circulating. The Passau alderman began to investigate and learned that the family of my liege lord is allied to the Passau alderman. So they requested...
And so he sent you?
Yes. He needed a man that he could trust absolutely.
And what about that wagon?
I followed Menhard from Passau. I had...
So they were transporting false groschen on that wagon?
Yes. On their way here, they brought real...
What do you mean about the connection with Sassau?
The matter was investigated in Passau, and the executioner...
What, in the monastery itself?
I cannot say. I know only what the Passau scribe wrote down in his reports of the interrogations.
Why did you let them get here before attacking?
I wanted to discover where they hand over their coins, which I failed to do. Until he came to this god-forsaken trek. I cannot guess why he came here, but it was the perfect opportunity to strike.
What happened on that track?
I ambushed them. I took down 2.
What next?
While I was chasing Manhard, those charcoal burners came and stole what they could.
So we won't get anything out of him?
Unfortunately not.
What happened to Menhart?
He is dead, of course.
I know, but what did you...
I buried it. He was a bastard.
I see.
He ran from the wagon uphill along the path to the north. And don't think I don't know why you ask. Robbing graves is shameful.
That's not it at all.
If you say so.
Very well. I'll go and see Master Pfeiffer.
Godspeed. I will wait in Sassau at the Wagoner's Inn.
Master Pfeiffer, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was
Damn it, blast.
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. It turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to...
Ulrich, you say?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol them.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity, but...
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzik...
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of... Interrogation held this day. Put to pen by the questor. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, but this is interesting. He's an... We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Kaplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your night is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The document...
what?
The silver amalgam.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. Greetings, good night.
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
Aha. So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
Aha.
So, from the beginning. I hope I can be a...
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the Monastery Craftsman's Yard has bought out all the copper.
What can you tell me about the Sassau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. And then, apart from me...
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me.
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings...
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's in...
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted... Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master... And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets.
That will be all. Thank you.
What did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him, and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheep.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the...
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting...
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Got it for you right here.
The best of all.
Good neighbors.
Got it for you right here.
I could do with something to eat.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles.
Surely such valuable material.
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me.
Not really.
Then be glad you can.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go?
Why not? Show me.
Take care now.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to.
Can't you? In the Sasau monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Ugh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we ordered.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and...
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before...
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone, and they...
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here.
Very well. Thank you. Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
Does the name Rapita ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say?
Look, you little jester. I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapita?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapita's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? That bastard owes me a dozen groschen. Damn it! Now what? Ah, well. In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks.
Have you got a little time to spare?
What is it?
I'd like to challenge you to a duel, sir. A little amicable combat.
Why would I want to fight you?
An honor end, friend. For honor. For the thrill of combat.
Sorry, but I won't risk getting crippled on account of some tavern yarn.
I understand. Then I was mistaken about you. My apologies for troubling you.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll...
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from.
Hmm.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapita.
Not much, but it's a start. At least, listen, Henry. I had another thought on the way here.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He never do...
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. Tell me, Master. I noticed some very interesting designs in the workshop. Is that your handiwork too?
Let me see. Looks like a drawing of the Prague groschen. One of my apprentices must have done it for practice.
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, man.
Yeah, but engraving what?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone.
You've got quite a large workshop, man.
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll know...
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering...
Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubted...
What's he like, your apprentice?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll.
I don't really know what you mean.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. In any case, why the interest are you looking for?
Something like that.
May I ask?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He's...
Ah, thank you. A woman from the bath?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice.
Do you have any idea why she did?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that...
Thank you. I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that so...
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, and suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems.
Where can I find this?
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine...
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a... Take care.
Good health to you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I make...
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit...
I...
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the count...
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me.
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my saviour.
Yeah. What have we got here?
Oh.
Entertainment, great. Not a good move.
Go weaken.
Shit. Leave me be. Enough. You win. Hey!
You're not going anywhere armed.
What's to be done?
Please.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward, too. This whole time he knew where I was.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more scared than me.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way. I found that Esther of yours.
I know! Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with...
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to...
They?
Yes, Rapita. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. And I thought...
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther...
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the...
All right. At least I know where to start.
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Good luck, and thanks for the help.
好了，那我们今天影片就先暂时到这边，感谢各位的收看，我们下期见喽，拜拜。